all well. Today is Saturday the 10th of May and I'm going to be all on my lonesome today, so I thought I would vlog and you can keep me company. Yes, Brooke has got another cadet thing this weekend. She's got some kind of training today through in Dumbarton, and it's today and tomorrow, but thankfully they're not staying overnight because you might remember that after her camp last weekend with the cadets, she wasn't well when she came back. She's fine now. I kept her off school Monday and Tuesday. By Tuesday night she was still tired but feeling a lot better, so she's been at school since. She's fine. She is still tired, but it's coming to that time of year, you know, the end of the school year. They do get tired. So anyway, today and tomorrow she's to go to Dumbarton, but it's they've not got transport anymore for the cadets. They didn't have the funding for it, so they need to make their own way everywhere basically. So to get to Dumbarton she would need to get a bus and a train. Now she's fine on the bus, she does that all the time, but she's never got a train on her own, and I'm not overly keen for her to do it until she really knows that route, that train line, if you know what I mean. So if she was with somebody else it would be fine, but she's not. And Jack can't take her and pick her up because he's working today. My dad is away out playing on his motorbike, so Abby and Adam are both off work today and very kindly agreed to take Brooke through to Dumbarton, and I think they're going to go into Glasgow or something while she's doing her training. Then they're going to pick her back up and bring her home, which is fab, really nice of them. And then tomorrow my dad's going to take her to Dumbarton and pick her up as well. So that's good. At least I think one of the reasons, or one of the only times I get frustrated at not being able to drive now, I had to give my car back. Ooh, when was that? Nearly a year ago now. I had to give my car back because we couldn't afford to have that and buy the new car that we need for the family. So yeah, it's frustrating for me when the kids need, well, not so much Abby because she's got Adam, but when Brooke needs to go somewhere, I can't do it. So it is a bit annoying, and I hate having to ask other people to do things like that. But hey ho, that's what friends and family are for, I suppose. And they knew that I would do that sort of thing for them when I could. Anyway, that's what's happening today. So I'm going to be all on my own in the house. Well, I say all on my own. I've got the dogs. Probably going to be noisier than if there was people here. Granny Annie is in the cabin as well. She's not going anywhere. She might nip in for a wee while, but she's got a lot of sewing to do, or plastic canvas, and I've got a lot of crafting to do. So guess what I'll be doing today? Yay! I will be in here doing lots and lots of crafting. It's Granny Annie's birthday next week, so I had planned to take her out for her lunch. Jack and I were going to take her out somewhere nice for lunch for her birthday, but because we've had to order new passports, I mentioned in a previous vlog, that was almost £200 for the two of us, so we've not got the money to do it now. And Granny Annie totally gets that. She's like us. If she doesn't get anything for her birthday, she doesn't care. As long as she's around family, she's happy. So I decided what I'm going to do. I did buy her a little thing off Temu a few hauls ago. Oops. But it was just a tiny wee thing, and I got her something off Amazon, which I'll show you both of them later. But because I can't do anything special for her, I thought I would try to make her something for her birthday, because Granny Annie's a sucker for anything that anybody makes her. So I'm going to try and make her a card, and I'm going to try to make her a sign. I've seen quite a few signs, like quite funny, about gin, and Granny Annie's a huge gin lover. So I'm going to try to make some sort of sign that she can have in her bedroom or whatever about gin. So that's my plan for today. I'm going to get that done. I've got so much resin that I want to do because I did get another Temu order through the other day. I have filmed it. I don't know when I'll put it up, but I've got so many new moulds that I want to play with. But I need to be disciplined and get this done first. And once Granny Annie's things are made, I can get doing my resin. I very much doubt it will be today, unfortunately, because by the time I've done everything for Granny Annie, I've not even designed it yet, so by the time I design things and make them, it'll be too late, because once it comes to sort of afternoon, I'm done. I'm not able to sit in my craft room anymore. Good morning, Adam.
Morning.
Sorry for getting you up so early on your day off. It is only about 7:30 just now. Oh, Abby's looking lovely in her dress.
It needs to be ironed.
You what?
It needs to be ironed.
It needs to be ironed. It does a wee bit. Granny Annie's up.
I know, I text her.
Alright. Look at her. Look at her. How pretty. It does need a bit ironed at the bottom, but you're looking very pretty for your day in Glasgow. Sorry about that. I had to put Abby's bracelet on for her. She was saying apparently it's going to be 26 degrees in Glasgow today, so that's why she's wearing a wee summer dress, and I was putting a nice wee bracelet on. And she's done all her tan and things, and she was saying that Abby and Adam have now been together unofficially for a year. It will be official next month apparently. What was I saying? Yes, I won't get my resin done today because by the time I finish everything else it will be too late. I can't craft in the afternoon because I never feel up to it. So, talking about resin, I'm going to show you a couple of things that I made recently. Not too many, don't worry, but did make one of these dear jewellery holders before, but I made a different one this time. So it's solid gold and glittery gold. Yay! So it sits like that, and you can hang bracelets or dangly earrings or rings or anything like that on it. Made a few of these Christmas trees before, but I like experimenting to make different ones. So, Christmas tree with a wee snowman and the trees and glitter in the background. This is the first time I've used this mould. Like Santa flying in his sleigh with his reindeer. And what I would normally do is I would use a different colour, and I would colour all the little bits in the mould first, but I had poured too much resin in this colour, so I was just grabbing moulds to fill it up. And I think that's actually quite nice. I think as part of like a winter scene or something, that would be lovely. This is my favourite new one because it's a new mould. I think I show it in the Temu haul that's just about to come up that I just filmed. So this is an exclusive. You ready? Look. So it's a big deer, but there's a smaller deer and trees inside it, and I think that is absolutely gorgeous. I think it will be lovely either on a wall or on a canvas, that sort of thing. Really like that. So that's the sort of thing that I've been doing recently. So I'm going to stop havering now. I'm going to get on with things. I will try to catch Brooke on their way out, and if not, I'll see her when she comes in. And yeah, that's that for just now. I will catch up with you soon. It is 10 o'clock and I had a change of plan with my mum's gift because the wooden heart blank that I was going to use to make the sign doesn't seem to exist. I was sure I had some, but can't find them anywhere. So I had to think, what am I going to do instead? So I am making a shadow box for her, which is basically, it's just like a frame, but it's got a deep bit inside it that you can, like, rather than putting a flat picture in, there's more space to add other things. So that is what I'm doing. I've got all the bits ready, but putting them together I'm not looking forward to. So I put that to the side and I've made the card. So I'll show you that in a wee minute. But before I actually tackle the shadow box, I need coffee. I've not had anything this morning yet and I need coffee, but because it's warm, I'm not into proper coffee just now. But I'm having one of the Costa Frappes. I think they sell them most places. I got these out of Asda. This is a caramel one and there's chocolate ones as well. But they're quite expensive. They're like $1.65 each, which is obviously cheaper than it would be going to Costa to get the real thing. It's a bit expensive for every day. So I think Tassimo, which is the coffee machine that we've got, did have iced lattes out last year. So I went to try and get them, and I knew I had seen them in B&M, and I saw them about a month ago maybe in B&M, and they were out of date. So I said when we were paying for stuff, I said to the person at the till, your iced lattes are out of date. all right, okay, we'll get that seen to. So when I saw them yesterday, I was like, oh yes, I've got them in. Still the same date, so they were a month further out of date than they had been when I told them, so they obviously hadn't listened, which is so frustrating. So I went online to try and get them and couldn't, not even on Amazon, so I'm assuming they were a limited edition and they're not doing them this year, which is frustrating. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to be a barista myself and get just coffee pods for the Tassimo machine, and then mix that with ice and milk and blend it all together, and we'll see what happens. Anyway, that's for another day. Today I'm using this. So I just pop this into a blender with some ice, and my mum got me this to try. I've not had the skinny syrup, the Jordan skinny syrups for ages, and it is caramel cream cheesecake flavour. It is lovely. There's 0 sugar, 0 calories. And what I've found in the caramel latte is it makes it taste really, really creamy. I wouldn't say it tastes like cheesecake, but it's got I used to make coffee with double cream when I was on keto, and that's what it reminds me of. It's so good. So I am going to make this just now, and I will come back to you. I always give the dogs ice because they love it, and Hugo's has got stuck and he can't get it. Get it then. Hugo, get it. Is there another bit over there? Ah, there was another bit over there he was going for. Ah, well, I got that bit. But I always put some in their water as well, in their water dish. And Hugo's hilarious with it. Hugo, see? Hugo. Watch this, look. He picks up a piece of the ice but then drips water all over the floor when he goes to eat it. He doesn't realise that there's water in his mouth as well. Watch this. It's like he's looking for apples. Look! You're some dog. So much for a nice peaceful day. The dogs are barking. Granny Annie messaged me to say, will I come in? I was up to my elbows and making surprises for her, so I was like, no, don't come in. Because when she comes in, we always sit in my craft room and have a blether. I was like, you can't do that, there's lots here. Anyway, this is so nice. Very refreshing. I'll show you the card that I've made her. It's a nice simple one because I'm still not great at cards yet. But it says, best mum ever, and it's just blank inside. I'll write my own little message, but I think that's quite cute. And I will show you. These are the bits that I need to put all together for the shadow box. Yeah, that'll be fun. These dogs, my goodness. You probably understand why I need coffee before I can do anything else. Hello. I'm still drinking my coffee, I'm almost finished, but I remembered something that I wanted to tell you. First of all, I didn't manage to catch Brooke when she was going out this morning because she was rushing about at the last minute, as usual. So I will get hold of her when she comes back later and find out how she got on, because I know a lot of you like to see her. And the other thing that I was going to say is, one of the things I was planning to do today was to film my Try It box unboxing. I mentioned a few vlogs ago that they were sending me another Try It box, which is basically, Try It is a company that anybody can sign up for as long as you've got some sort of social media. You don't need to have YouTube, and they send out samples or full-size products of new products that are coming out so that you can share them with your subscribers or your people on Instagram, followers, that sort of thing, and so that the companies can get feedback of what people think of it, the product, the packaging, that sort of thing. It's good fun. I like it. I've had quite a few now, but the box arrived yesterday and I actually didn't know what it was at first. You know that way, my dad came in and said, there's a parcel for you, and I went, right, okay, and it was one of the big grey plastic postage bag things. And I was like, I didn't think I was expecting anything. I knew it wasn't Temu because that's orange and says Temu. So I got the scissors and opened the bag, and you know that way you go, oh, what is that? I was like, oh, what is it? It was like a wet fish or something. It was horrible. And I looked at Jack and I went, go and look to see what that is. I actually thought somebody was sending me something horrible in the post. I thought, what have I done to offend anybody? So Jack sort of, he put it up on the worktop and he peeled the plastic bag thing off more. And then I realised that it was a completely soggy and disintegrating Try-It box. So it was the cardboard that I'd felt that I thought was like wet fish because it's a dark brown. And I was like, oh, something must be leaking in it. And I thought, oh, never mind. Whatever it is that's leaking, I'll be able to wipe everything else down and, salvage the rest of it. And I was still planning to film it today. But then we realised that it was actually a glass bottle that had shattered. So there was bits of glass everywhere in it. They had wrapped the bottle up in the poppy stuff. What's it called? My mind has gone blank. You know, the poppy stuff. I'll put it on the screen. So they wrapped it up in that, but the top and the bottom of it were still open. So it should have been enough to protect the glass. But they use Every as their courier, and I've said a million times, even when they were Hermes before they turned into Every, because everybody hated Hermes, so they changed their name. I've had so many issues with them, delivering late, missing parcels, bashed up parcels. So obviously when I looked at it, I thought, there is no way I'm salvaging this because there are bits of glass everywhere. I wouldn't want to cut myself or eat a bit of glass by mistake because there's a lot of edibles in it. I did take a couple of photos and a very short video, which I will put in for you now. So yes, as you can tell, I wasn't going to be using any of it. So the whole lot just got put in the bin, and I emailed Try-It to let them know what had happened. And they've emailed me back. That's what made me think about it, and said, we're so sorry about that. Obviously, we've not got any control over the journey once it leaves here. And they were looking for more information from me. Not photographs or anything, although I did tell them that I had them. It was just account information so they could link up who I was. And so I've just emailed them back and I said, I totally understand, it's not your fault. However, you might want to choose a different courier company because I've had so many issues. And I know a lot of people as well who have had issues with Every. I'm assuming they're the cheapest and that's why a lot of people use them. But they're cheap for a reason. They are absolutely hopeless. And the Every guy who delivers here quite a lot, you can hear him before you see him because he has his car window down and there's music blaring out of it. And I'm like, no, I don't particularly like him much. I mean, he's always chatty and says hi and things, but there's something about him. Anyway, that's completely beside the point. So I am not filming my Try-It box today. I'm waiting for them to get back to me. I don't know if they'll send a different one out or if they'll just wait until the next campaign. We shall see. So yeah, I just thought I would pop on and tell you that while I remembered because I've got a memory like a fish. And I'm going to finish this and I'll see you later on. Right, I've put it all together and now I'm in a bit of a quandary. And I know it will be too late for you to help me because it will have been and done by that time. But I'm going to turn you around and let you see. I love the shadow box. So that is the shadow box. As you may know, Granny Annie loves anything glittery, blingy. She loves angel wings, so I have made this for her. That's a big iron-on angel wing patch that I've had for ages. I got it when I first started crafting to make something for her and never got around to it. I've got another one in the drawer as well. So I put the angel wing on there. It was an iron-on patch. I put the silver glitter on the back end as well. The heart that says Mum, that was just a plain wooden heart, so I painted that and then cut some glitter heat transfer vinyl with the cricket and made it say Mum. I know it's not exactly the right size because it was a different shaped heart, but we went with it. And those little material gold hearts I've had in my stash for ages, so I thought I'll put them on and just some nice red hearts. So I like that. that is basically how it is looking just now. My quandary is I also made something to go over it. Now ignore the red grids, that's just the transfer paper. But it says, Mum, I love you, and I'll show you what I was planning to do with it. It doesn't say I love you, it says we love you. Because Jack is like a son to her as well. So the plan was to put that across there, but I think it really takes away from the actual shadow box. I think maybe if I'd made it smaller, it would be a bit better, but then I thought I'd put it at the bottom, but it still hides half the picture. So I like it though, and I think she will as well, the actual decal. What I might do actually is, I know it's a bit unconventional and nobody will see it, but I might put it on the back, like that, and that way she's still getting it, but it's not taking up the picture. What do I do? What do I do? I don't know. I'll have a think. I'll have a think about it and then I'll let you know once I've decided and I've actually done it. I'll show you. So after much deliberating, I decided not to put it on the front of the shadow box, but I did put it on the back, and I think she'll love that. It was a bit of a headache getting it on there because it didn't want to stick, but it's there now, and I think she'll love it. She loves purple, so that's why I went with the purple vinyl. So that's the back of the shadow box. I just had a panic just now that I'd done it upside down, but I hadn't. That is the front of it, and I showed you our card earlier, so that is our card. If you saw my Temu haul, you'll see that I got this for her. It is gorgeous. It's actually like a pin, a brooch type thing. Granny Annie isn't really a brooch person, but she doesn't need to wear it. She can do whatever she wants with it. You can just keep it. When I saw the bling and the angel wings and the heart, I had to get it for her. And the other thing that I got her was from Amazon. She loves her gin. So this is No Name Distillery gin, which I've never heard of before. And it's unusual flavour. So there's a pineapple and coconut, a fruit salad and a violet. I know she's not a huge fan of the violet. There's only some gins that she likes the violet in, but she's not tried this one. And I don't think she's ever tried fruit salad or pineapple and coconut gin. So that is what I got her. That is Granny Annie's presents. I'll wrap them up in some tissue paper. Her birthday is actually Wednesday, but she goes back to Falkirk on a Wednesday. So I might give her it Wednesday morning before she gets on the bus, but that would be too much hassle. No, I think I might do it Tuesday night. I'll give her it Tuesday night, and I will film her reaction for you and put it either in this vlog, because I don't know when this one's going. In fact, yeah, I should be able to put it in this vlog. So that is that done. So I have got a lot of tidying up to do now. I don't know what time it is actually, but I've got another wee thing to cut with the Cricut while I'm at it, and then that will probably be me ready to sit down the rest of the day. I think I'll get my crochet out. I've been enjoying crocheting again, and I will show you the bits that I've been doing. I'm sitting in the living room doing my crochet with the terrace doors open so the dogs can go out in the sunshine. And every time they hear a car passing, they're running out. Anyway, I thought I would just show you my latest crochet panel. It's a reindeer gonk. I am making a Christmas blanket full of different gonk panels. So this is a reindeer one, there's gingerbread, there's I think a Santa one, I can't remember what else. I'll need to look to see which ones I've made before I decide what one I'm going to go on to do next. But it's quite smart, I like it. I'm going to put my dinner on now because I am having an air fried baked potato today. So it takes a wee while. So I'm going to go put that on. I've got 20 minutes left of the book that I'm listening to. So I'll listen to that while it's cooking, and then I'll watch a bit of telly while I'm having it. And I will come back to you later. Oh, the drama. Oh, I hate the light in here. Wait, let me move. Ugh. Yes, there has been drama. Abby and Adam, as you know, were waiting to pick Brooke up, so they've been wasting time. I think they went into Glasgow earlier, but they've been wasting the last couple of hours just waiting to pick her up. And about maybe 20 minutes ago, so probably about 45 minutes before she was due to be picked up, she messaged Abby to say, oh, the information was wrong, I am getting transport. After all, I'm on a minibus. Will you pick me up in Helensburgh? Because the minibus is only going as far as Helensburgh or the Gaelic Head, I think. And Abby was like, no way, no, you could have told us earlier. And but because of where they were, wasting time to pick her up, Abby was like, the bus will be there before we get to you anyway. So Abby's told Brooke to get the bus, which is fair enough, and Abby's raging. So then Brooke phoned my mum and said, can Grandad pick me up? Because Abby's not going to pick me up. Oh, what is it? I'm an only child, which you'll hear more about in my question and answer video. In fact, that will already be up by now. So I'm an only child, and one of the downsides I said was not having anybody to argue with. I'm so glad sometimes when they two get at each other, I'm glad I didn't have any brothers or sisters. So yeah, it's Abby's raging with Brooke, and now Brooke's raging with Abby, and now my mum's like, oh, what will we do because your dad's still out? I'm like, well, leave her to get the bus because it's her own fault. Oh, the thing is, she said that she didn't know, that she texted Abby as soon as she knew, and I can believe that she wouldn't have had her phone on her during the training, but I'm quite sure they had a lunch break or something that she could have let Abby know. Anyway, I just thought I would let you know the drama, so I don't know who will be in first, either Brooke getting off the bus or Abby and Adam coming in the car. We shall see. Oh, what a carry on. My dinner will be ready in about 10 minutes. Yay, I'm starving. Dinner at last, a jacket potato with tuna and sweet corn and some beetroot on the side. My healthier eating is going well so far. It's only been since Monday, so I'm not going to count my chickens, but I'm enjoying it so far. I bet I'm not saying that this time next week. Right, I'm going to tuck into this. I just sat down to my dinner and I've heard Brooke's dulcet tones. Oh, there she is. So you got to lift right back. Abby is not impressed at you. How was it?
Tiring.
Was it? Are you allowed to tell us what you were doing, or is it secret and confidential?
A2 gun, blue.
A2 gun?
Yeah.
What, as in a real gun?
All guns are real guns now.
So you were shooting a gun?
We weren't shooting, it was normal safety precautions and stuff.
Ah, right, okay, so you were learning how to be safe with guns. Okay. Clyde, did you miss her?
And taking it apart and putting it back together.
Ah, okay. Oh, I've seen people doing that on the telly, how quick they can do it.
I can't.
Well, you're just learning. Were you inside? So it wouldn't be too bad. So is it same again tomorrow? Is there transport tomorrow?
Pick up 7:30 in Gaelic Head.
Wow.
I need to get the 7 o'clock bus.
No, you don't. Grandad will take you. He'll take you to Gaelic Head. He's up at that time all the time.
You go, come here. Come here. Come here, boy.
Oh, the boy.
Boy.
Oh, the boy. So you enjoyed it?
Yeah.
Good. The puppies are too hot. Too hot, isn't it? And there's an Abby and an Adam. They're also too hot.
Oh yeah.
I'm far too hot.
Far too hot. Hey, Molly. Even with the door open, there's barely a breeze.
There's not a breeze.
And the sail isn't up, so can't even go and sit outside. Are you too hot too? Are you a hot
It's
dog?
way too hot outside. It's actually nice in here.
Is
Because
it?
how hot it is outside.
My car was eating
29.
29 at one point,
Good.
28 another, and it sat at that for like a couple of hours.
We ended up sitting in the Asda car park for ages because we were just sitting there and we saw people get out the car. And we looked, they had a big black car with leather seats and they just left a dog in it.
Oh, no
The back of it,
way.
and the windows were cracked like that.
Oh.
So we stayed there because there was no
Clyde's
way.
away with a stick. That's ridiculous.
So we were like, we're going to stay here for the dog.
How long were they away?
We saw them walking back, so we left because Ada said something. Ages.
It was like a wee whipper.
It doesn't matter what size
I
it
know,
was.
no, but It was like a whippet, but it was small, so I think it was a puppy.
Maybe.
He doesn't quite know what to do with it now. Oh.
Look at Molly. Oh, did you take that back off Clyde, or is that a different
That's
one?
a different one.
Oh, well. Brooke's a fire starter. Tell everybody what you're doing.
Singeing my uniform for cadet.
Singeing all the threads of her uniform because it's improper to have threads on your uniform. So she's going round it all with a candle lighter.
That's a bit too close to my hand for comfort.
Please be careful.
Oh.
That is why I'm making you do it in here. Not that I would be able to do anything if you set the place on fire.
Ah, call an ambulance, call an ambulance.
You're so cheeky. I'm watching Me Before You. Based on
I've seen the cover for that in in shops and stuff.
Yeah, it's a brilliant book by Jojo Moyes. I've read the book a couple of times but never actually seen the film.
You've not read, you've listened to
I've listened to it. It's the same thing as reading it.
No, it's not.
So yeah, I'm really
Lazy
enjoying the
way
film
around
as
it.
well. It's not a lazy way around it, it's a way of multitasking. And you can immerse yourself more because someone else is doing the accents and you can visualise it.
You just have bad imagination.
And the thunder has started. The dogs are not impressed. I love a good thunderstorm, but the dogs are rather terrified. You okay, Clyde? Not quite as bad as... It's Clyde, really. And Clyde barking gets everybody else barking. Ewella, she doesn't know what she's barking at. I'm just about finished watching Me Before You, and it's so good. Obviously doesn't go into as much detail as the book, but it's still really good and still really sad. And once this is finished, I'm going to head to my bed. So I'm going to end this for tonight, but I'm not going to end the actual vlog until I give Granny Annie her birthday presents so that you can see her reaction. I don't think I said, but she will be 72. I nearly said 73. She'll be 72 on Wednesday. And still line dancing away. I can't do that, and I'm not even 48 yet. Right, so I'm going to head off for just now, and I'll catch up with you in a couple of days.
A few moments later.
Brooke, why are you still on that side of the fence?
Because we've still got ironing to do.
Well, get in and do it. Get out the rain.
I like the rain. You go.
You enjoying the thunder?
Yeah, does he like thunder?
He wasn't bothered. Clyde's a coward.
Clyde, listen.
Come on, he'll not go out in the rain, never mind the thunder. When I opened the back door, it was tipping down a lot heavier, and he went to go out and the thunder started and he was barking. I'm like, barking at it isn't going to help.
It's moving away.
Thunder and lightning, very, very frightening. Look at nutter. Get in here and get your ironing done. It is now Tuesday evening. There's Granny Annie. Hello. And as promised, I'm going to give her birthday in this vlog. Oh. Oh, be careful. Okay. So, I showed everybody it when I made it.
That's cheating.
But I think they would want. They would want to see your reaction. So.
Hello, I see it. I love you too. That's so
Isn't
nice.
it cute? Handmade by moi.
Jack in the Pack. That's brilliant. That is
So I thought the little
gorgeous.
coffee cup is quite appropriate.
Yes. So I look at here.
A couple of things are bought and one's made. And
Thanks.
you know that I was wanting to take you for lunch, but that didn't happen. So,
I like the tissue paper idea. Right, so I've been a good girl, I've opened nothing.
Good.
I've just got a handbag, that Margaret.
Oh, have you?
Not that I need it.
No, it's the last thing you need.
Oh, that's so
How
cute.
It's meant to be like a pin or a brooch, but I know that's not your sort of thing, but I thought you could even keep it or
No,
do what you want with it.
I'll do it.
Well, not just now.
Right. Shouldn't you show me things like
Well.
that then? Oh, do you got two? That's heavy.
This is another bought one.
I said to Brooke, well, what have you got, Gran? She went, what? I says, it's my birthday tomorrow, I've no money.
Aye, because I reminded them, she went, I've not got any money. I went, oh, Brooke.
Hello, my darling.
Hello.
Hello.
She's just getting her.
Oh, hello.
Look at the flavours.
Fruit salad. Pineapple.
Pineapple and coconut. The other one's violet, and I know it's not your favourite. It
But I like
depends
it.
on the... But the no-name distillery, have you heard of them?
Nope,
No, neither had I.
nope, I
So I
like
thought-
that.
Little bottles of new flavours.
Oh, I can't wait to try it.
What one's that? The pineapple and coconut? Let me smell. Let everybody smell. Oh, Molly, that's twice.
Ooh, smell.
It smells like,
don't
let
care.
smell. It's like a smoothie. Nobody else is getting a taste then. Is it nice?
Oh, see that? Just so nice.
Is it a liqueur or is it a gin? Like, does it taste the gin or does it taste the fruit?
Liqueur.
Liqueur.
Does it say that?
I don't know. I can't remember
Gin
what it's
liqueur.
Gin liqueur.
That is gorgeous.
Nice.
That-
Bet with some ice, that would be
Wonder if
really
you can get a
refreshing.
big bottle. I'll
Probably.
try that with a wee thingy.
Yeah. Right, this is the main thing. Abby, get your bun. This is the thing that I made. That bit was meant to go on the front, but it was going to take away from
Oh my,
that.
my goodness. Did you make that?
I
The wing?
didn't make the wing. The wing was bought ages and ages ago. But I made the heart. I made the wooden heart.
Have you
Says
looked
Mum.
at it? That's beautiful. Mm-hmm. Love it.
See what I mean? I was going to put the mum over there, but it was going to take away from
Yeah.
everything. You couldn't see that it was a
Well,
wing.
that's gone up on my shelf with the other hearts. The other hearts, my wings.
Right.
Oh,
But because I had made the thing, I thought, it says we love you, and it will
That is
remind you that
gorgeous.
it was from us.
We love your.
Doesn't say we love you.
It looks
just
like
squiggled.
it. Yeah, it's just
Does
squiggles,
not.
but it does look like it.
Make like get a close up of your boob.
no, my boob.
Right,
So
eh?
cute. See, I was wear that.
Would you?
It's not white.
See, I thought you're not really a broachy person, but it's quite nice.
I love it. What's not your love? Wings and bling.
And of course it was Timu.
Was it?
Aye. Well, excuse the greasy mess that is me. It's been 29 degrees today here and it's hot, hot, hot. I am absolutely exhausted and sweating. Not very pleasant. Anyway, I'm just going to end the vlog now. Granny Annie loved her present, so that is good. And we discovered on Amazon the pineapple and coconut gin that she liked. You can get a big bottle of it for £15.50 or something. So that might be a shout. Anyway, I'm going to head off. I hope you've enjoyed this vlog. I hope it hasn't been too long for you, but I did want to just let you see Granny Annie's reaction. If you have enjoyed it, please do hit the thumbs up button. Subscribe if you haven't already. Talk to me in the comments below, and I'll see you in our next one. Thanks everyone. Bye!